Good morning, children. Welcome to Class 5 Mathematics, Unit 4 Factors, Part 3. Today we are going to learn prime factors and prime factorization. Learning outcomes are the subtopics that you are going to learn today. To prime factorize a number using two methods. To understand the concept of the highest common factor. To find the HCF of two or more numbers using two different methods. In the previous class, you have learned factors, prime numbers and composite numbers. Today, we are going to understand what are prime factors. You all know how to find factors of any given number. Now let us write down the factors of 6. 1 times 6 gives 6. 2 times 3 gives 6. So the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. In this factor, we can see that 2 and 3 are prime numbers and 2 times 3 is 6. Since 2 and 3 are prime numbers, we call them as prime factors of 6. So what is a prime factor? A factor of a given number is called prime factor if this factor is a prime number. To find prime factors, we can use a factor tree that helps to split each composite number apart into its prime factors. For example, let's find the prime factors of 20 using factor tree. We split 20 into its factors until we can't split anymore. Now we can use any two factors to split 20. We know 2 times 10 is 20, so I split down 20 as 2 times 10. Here 2 is a prime number, I circle 2. And 10 is composite, I should split down. So in the next step, I bring down this prime number as it is and split down 10 as 2 times 5. Here 2 and 5 are prime numbers, so I circle both of them. I have no more composite number left, so now I know I have found all the prime factors of 20. So prime factors of 20 are 2, 2 and 5. Now here I have used different ways to split 20. Here I split down 20 using 4 times 5 as 4 times 5 gives 20. Here 4 is composite and 5 is prime. I circle 5. Now in the next step, I split down 4 as 2 times 2. As 2 is a prime number, I circle both of them and bring down 5 as it is. Now I have no more composite numbers left. So prime factors of 20 are 2, 2 and 5. Here I use two different ways to find the prime factors of 20, but in both the ways the answer is the same. Remember, it doesn't matter how you split your composite number down, you always get the same prime factors. What is prime factorization? To express a given number as a product of prime factors is called prime factorization of the given number. All composite numbers can be expressed as a product of their prime factors. There are two different methods to find the prime factorization of a given number. Method 1, factor tree method. In this method, we factorize a composite number till we get all its prime factors. For example, let's factorize 24 and find its prime factorization using factor tree method. Now I split down 24 using 2 times 12. As we know, 2 times 12 gives 24. Here 2 is a prime number. I circle 2 and 12 is composite. I should split down. So in the next step, we bring this prime number 2 as it is and split down 12 as 2 times 6. Here 2 is a prime number. I circle 2 and 6 is composite number, so I should split down. Now I bring down these two prime numbers as it is and split down 6 as 2 times 3. Here 2 and 3 are prime numbers, so we circle both of them. Now I have no more composite number left. So prime factorization of 24 is the product of all these prime factors. Therefore, prime factorization of 24 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Points to remember. It doesn't matter which two factors you start with, you will always end up with the same prime factors. Second point, 1 is not a prime number, so you do not have to use it for prime factorization. One more example. Let's factorize 48 and find its prime factorization using factor tree method. We know 6 times 8 is 48. So I split down 48 as 6 times 8. Now I have two composite numbers to work out, the 6 and the 8. Now I am going to split down 6 as 2 times 3. Here 2 and 3 are prime numbers, so I circle both of them. Now I move on to 8. 8 comes from 2 times 4. Here 2 is a prime number. I circle 2. In the next step, I will bring down these prime numbers 2, 3 and 2 as it is, and since 4 is composite, I split down 4 as 2 times 2. Since 2 is a prime number, I circle both of them. Now no more composite numbers are left. So prime factorization of 48 is the product of all these prime factors. Therefore, prime factorization of 48 is 2 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 2. You can also write the prime factorization of 48 in ascending order as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Now the second method is the division method. In this method, we start dividing the given number by the smallest prime number and continue the division by prime numbers till we reach 1. Before we start, it's important to remember the smaller prime numbers since we use only smaller prime numbers to divide to find the prime factorization of any given number. Here I have shown prime numbers between 1 and 20. Okay, let's start. Let's find the prime factorization of 16 using division method. This division is called upside down division. To express 16 as the product of prime factors, we have to begin with the smallest prime number that divides 16. As the number 16 is an even number, it is divisible by prime number 2. We write 2 to the left of 16, and on dividing 16 by 2, we get 8, which we write below 16. Now we have to divide the quotient 8 with the smallest prime number. As 8 is an even number, it is divisible by a prime number 2. On dividing 8 by 2, we get 4, which we write below 8. And again divide 4 by 2. We get 2. We write 2 below 4. Now here 2 is a prime number and we divide by 2 itself. So 2 divided by 2 gives 1. Now we write 1 below 2. Now we got 1 here, so we stop dividing. Now we write the prime factorization of 16 as the product of all the prime numbers that we have on the left side of the standing line. Thus, prime factorization of 16 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Example 2. Let's find the prime factorization of 40 using division method. Remember, we have to use only the prime numbers to divide. Now first we have to divide 40 using the prime number. Here 40 is divisible by either 2 or 5 as both are prime numbers. So you can take any one of these prime number. So let's divide 40 by 5. We get 8, which we write below 40. Now we have to divide 8 again with the prime number. As 8 is an even number, it is divisible by a prime number 2, which on dividing 8 by 2, we get 4, which we write below 8. Again divide 4 by 2. We get 2. We write 2 below 4. Now here 2 is a prime number and we divide by 2 itself. So 2 divided by 2 gives 1. We write 1 below 2. Since we got 1, we stop dividing. Now we write the prime factorization of 40 as the product of prime numbers that we have on the left side of the standing line. Thus, prime factorization of 40 is 5 into 2 into 2 into 2. Let's do one more example. Let's find the prime factorization of 36. Since 36 is an even number, so 36 is divisible by a prime number 2. On dividing 36 by 2, we get 18. For bigger numbers, you can use long division to find the quotient. Now we write 18 below 36. Here 18 is an even number. So again we divide by 2. So 18 divided by 2 is 9, which we write below 18. Now 9 is divisible by a prime number 3. So we divide 9 by 3, which gives 3. We write 3 below 9. Now 3 is a prime number. We divide by 3 itself. So 3 divided by 3 gives 1. we write 1 below 3. Since we got 1, we stop dividing. Now, prime factorization of 36 is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Thank you, children.